Summary: Kenneth Brittany won't get married due to lack of physical attraction and emotional detachment. Laura Jeremy probably won't get married after numerous cracks in their relationship are exposed. Chelsea Jimmy probably won't get married due to lack of compatibility and unresolved issues in their relationship. Love is Blind Season 6 is well underway, and it's time to rank the couple's likelihood of marriage. The Love is Blind Season 6 cast engaged in love triangles and quadrangles in the pods, but the second batch of episodes showed the couple's lives in the real world back in Charlotte, North Carolina. While some couples seem to be sailing smoothly, others are train wrecks waiting to happen. Ed Clay, Brittany Kenneth, Chelsea Jimmy, Amy Johnny, and Laura Jeremy all left the pods engaged, but there are already cracks in their relationships. While the season is still in progress, it's fair to say Season 6 is one of the most entertaining Love is Blind seasons. As one of the best reality TV shows, Love is Blind takes the streaming world by storm every time new episodes drop. Certain couples, like Amy and Johnny, seemed cute in the Dominican Republic, while others, like Kenneth and Brittany, seemed awkward. Ed was ready to move into Clay's house, and Jimmy couldn't picture himself in Chelsea's apartment. Couples taking the next steps together in the real world is always difficult, but doing it in front of cameras on an accelerated timeline is super intimidating. Will any of the Love is Blind Season 6 couples make it down the aisle during the wedding episode? Kenneth Brittany won't get married. Close. Kenneth and Brittany were a total 180 from their time in the pods. Their long, awkward silences on the boat and Kenneth's disinterest in Brittany spelled trouble toward the beginning of episode 7. After speaking with AD about the responsibility of Brittany raising black children, Kenneth's attitude seemed to have changed. Admittedly, Brittany didn't necessarily seem fully prepared for the challenges that still surround interracial couples, but she was ready to try. However, there was no fight in Kenneth when Brittany confronted him regarding intimacy and the crave, which seems to be a hyper-Christian way of describing the desire to have sex with one's partner. When Kenneth and Brittany returned from the Dominican Republic, Kenneth was engrossed in his phone and seemed disinterested in Brittany. It was clear he wasn't physically attracted to Brittany, and she could feel that. While he meant well, he seemed to hide behind religion and was emotionally detached when breaking things off with Brittany, who was clearly heartbroken. However, there should be a physical desire between new couples, and if they weren't feeling that, breaking up was correct. It was a little bizarre that Kenneth didn't fight for Brittany at all. Hopefully, viewers will hear more about what happened between Brittany and Kenneth at the reunion. Laura Jeremy probably won't get married. Laura and Jeremy's storyline was left on a shocking cliffhanger. Jeremy's late-night chat with Sarah Ann, his other connection in the pods, was probably the last straw for Laura, who seemed to hate her fiancé. When Jeremy met Laura's parents, she spent most of the time complaining about him. Her parents obviously found this awkward and even implored her to be nice. The fallout from the bean dip debacle with AD seemed to be resolved but was still awkward. Additionally, nothing about Jeremy seemed to resonate with her, from his ultra-cleanliness to his home gym in the garage to his characteristic Hawaiian shirts. Laura ended episode 9 extraordinarily mad at Jeremy, who was on defense. It's possible Laura and Jeremy will work things out after their epic blowout, but it seems unlikely. There were already too many cracks in their relationship, and Laura seemed to hate Jeremy before he went out and potentially cheated on her. Now, Laura can happily leave without looking like the bad guy. These two staying together would be the most shocking twist yet. Chelsea Jimmy Probaby want married close. Chelsea and Jimmy are a mess. After Chelsea shared she had been told she looked like Megan Fox, it was game over for Jimmy. However, he was notably disappointed at the reveal, which was bad news for Chelsea, who needed constant external validation. Jimmy seems to really be trying with Chelsea but fails at every turn. Between telling her she's clingy, not being motivated to show her physical affection, and sending Jess a friend request, this is a man who doesn't want to be with Chelsea but also doesn't want to look bad on TV. Chelsea is super insecure, but she wouldn't be so insecure if Jimmy actually gave her the validation she craved and deserved. However, since Jimmy isn't attracted to Chelsea, he doesn't give it. Chelsea and Jimmy seem committed to working through their issues, but there have been way too many issues between them in just 3 weeks. There's a possibility they could make it to the altar, but it would be better for both of them if they broke up. Chelsea deserves someone who is communicative and validating, and Jimmy needs someone more laid back and independent. They're simply not compatible, and they're fooling themselves by staying together. However, the preview shows they're likely to not get married. AD Clay might get married close. AD and Clay might get married, but they should NT. Clay is a work in progress. He seems unsure of his ability to be married and made problematic comments regarding Ad's body. Clay asked way too many questions regarding Ad's appearance in the pods and had a terrible reaction to AD also dating Matthew. He seems to want to try with AD but isn't emotionally mature enough for marriage. The best outcome for AD and Clay would be for them to date and grow together rather than get married in such a short period of time. Clay needs to untangle his own relationship with fidelity and marriage before he makes a serious commitment to AD. She's too kind and desperate to be married and will likely say yes at the altar. Clay is the perfect example of Ad's previous type, and she needs to walk away. The best thing Clay can do for AD is to say no at the altar. Amy Johnny likely to get married. Thank goodness for Amy and Johnny, the only non-problematic couple from Love is Blind Season 6. These two are on track to become the next Tiffany Brett or Lauren Cameron. They're goofy and serious together and seem genuinely in love. Amy and Johnny's main roadblock is figuring out their preferred birth control method and aligning on future financial and retirement goals. It's possible other couples will get married on Love is Blind Season 6, but Amy and Johnny are the only couple that seem like a sure thing after the latest episode drop. Reality TV romance cast Vanessa Lachey, Nick Lachey. Release date February 13, 2020. Streaming services Netflix. Showrunner Chris Colin. Love is Blind Season 6, episodes 10 to 11 drop on Wednesday, February 28 at 12 p.m. on Netflix.